Welcome to the Movie Summary channel. Today, we begin with the story of Layla, a fish seller in her 30s. Layla lived an ordinary life but felt disheartened due to her husband's lack of attention. Her husband was unable to meet her emotional needs, prompting her to seek solace in someone else. In the streets of London, we meet Danny, a young man strolling quietly. Suddenly, the police stop him, asking for a fine for being in a prohibited area. In a moment of escape, Danny enters a fish shop where he encounters Layla. She notices Danny looks unwell and asks if he's all right. Danny, though anxious, insists he's fine, but he isn't being truthful. Taking Danny in. Despite Danny's attempts to feign illness to avoid the police, Layla and her husband Bobby decide to take him in and care for him. During dinner, they inquire about Danny's background, and he reveals that he has no family and lost his mother at a young age. Layla decides to give Danny a chance to work with them, and Bobby agrees. An evening together. That night, while Danny is cleaning the table and Bobby reads the newspaper, Layla is in the bathroom singing. After her bath, she checks on Danny and Bobby, who says he's heading to bed. Layla decides to watch her favorite movie with Danny, so she takes him to the TV room and starts the film. A new routine. The next day, Bobby takes Danny to work and begins teaching him how to handle and clean fish. While Bobby is asleep that night, Danny takes a bath. Afterward, Danny is surprised to find Layla in his room, offering him Bobby's clothes and wishing him a good night. A night of conflict. The next day, Danny and Bobby exercise together after work. One day, Danny returns home early and finds Layla bathing. That night, two thieves attempt to steal Bobby's goods from the car. Danny confronts them, leading to a fight. Bobby, seeing Danny being attacked, joins in, but the thieves manage to escape. Confessions. After the incident, Layla, as usual, listens to music while bathing. When she exits, she finds Danny in the kitchen. She asks him why he is up so late, and Danny confesses that he can't sleep and feels sad. When Layla inquires about his sadness, Danny admits he loves her and feels a strong desire every time he sees her during her bath. Unexpected visit. The next day, while Bobby has breakfast and heads to work, Danny returns home early to have tea with Layla. While Bobby is engrossed in a TV match, Danny remains in the kitchen. Suddenly, Layla's son returns from his trip to visit his mother. During the visit, Layla tries to establish a relationship with Danny. When her son arrives, he searches for his mother and finds Danny in the room, questioning his identity. Layla tells him Danny works with them. Cover-up. As time passes, Danny seizes the opportunity to take Layla's underwear to avoid revealing the truth. On that day, the family enjoys a group holiday on a boat in the sea. One night, while Bobby is asleep, Layla prepares milk tea for Danny, showing no signs of wasting time as she's extremely busy. When Bobby wakes up and goes to the bathroom, he is unaware that Layla and Danny are inside together, hidden from him. Bobby does not see them and returns to his room to continue sleeping. Complications. The next day, Danny and Bobby are at the fish shop, where Bobby buys some fish for his son's wife. Danny rides his bike to her house, and when he rings the bell, Bobby's daughter-in-law asks who he is. Danny says he was sent by Bobby to bring the fish. She lets him in, asking him to put the fish in the fridge as she is busy with the child. Danny offers to help, and after she finishes, she returns to find Danny playing with her child, which makes her very happy. Suddenly, her husband returns and finds Danny there. She tells him that Danny was sent by Bobby to get the fish. At this point, Danny says he's late and needs to return to work. That night, Danny sleeps alone, while Layla waits for Bobby to fall asleep to visit Danny. As she leaves, Bobby wakes up and asks where she's going. She says she's opening the window because it's hot, then returns to sleep beside him. This time, Bobby feels something unusual. Weekend surprise. During the weekend, the family is together, and Bobby plays music and dances with Layla while they eat. Bobby announces a surprise. He bought 3 travel tickets, one for himself, one for his wife, and one for Danny. Danny is visibly pleased. At that moment, Layla feels Danny's legs between her own and assumes it's Danny. However, when she realizes it's not Danny but her son's legs, she becomes extremely angry and hits him, discovering her son has learned about her affair with Danny. Regret and revenge. Layla is deeply saddened and remorseful that night. She goes to Danny and tells him that her son found out everything. The next day, Bobby sends Danny to his son's house to fetch the fish. When Danny arrives, he finds Bobby's daughter-in-law upset. She tells him her husband hit her, believing she had an affair with Danny when he saw him at the house. Danny tries to comfort her and helps her leave her husband. Meanwhile, her husband, crying and very sad, calls Bobby to inform him of Layla's betrayal. Bobby is shocked and deeply saddened, seeking revenge. A fight ensues between Bobby and Danny, but suddenly, Bobby dies of a heart attack. Finale. That night, Danny feels deep regret and cries over the man he trusted and considered his friend. Afterwards, Danny wanders the streets feeling very sad. Layla's son approaches him and asks, "Are you happy now about my father's death and because of you, I had to send my wife away?" While Danny is walking, Layla's son stabs him in the back with a knife, and thus, our film concludes. If you liked it, don't forget to like and share, interact with the video, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell as we have more summaries coming up. See you in the next video. Goodbye.